You're at the high nibble for the more significant bits. In this video, we're going to look at the 4 virtual floppy disks on the IMSAI 8080 Replica. On any simulated machine, with a console that's normally a serially connected terminal, some mechanism is required to enable virtual disk images to be inserted in the machine and mounted or unmounted from the machine. Because the IMSAI 8080 Replica is using the ESP32 microcontroller, which has a Wi-Fi interface, I decided to provide the mechanism for disk management through the desktop user interface. Looking at the desktop, you'll notice 4 icons in the device list for each of the floppy disks A, B, C, and D. If we zoom in on the desktop, we'll get a better look at those icons. So here you can see that drive A has a disk image mounted, and if we hover over the disk, we should get a tooltip, and it looks like it's the CPM22 disk image. And the other 3 virtual disks, B, C, and D, are all empty. And you can see that's also indicated by the sort of no-go logo in the corner versus the eject button that shows up in the corner for a mounted disk. And the desktop icons show a closed drive for A and open drives for B, C, and D. When we want to mount a new image, we need somewhere to source the image files. And I've provided a disk box, which is a virtual system device for the library. You'll notice that disk images in the library are grayed out for disk images that are already mounted, such as the CPM version 2. To mount an image in a disk drive, it's a matter of dragging and dropping that image onto the desired virtual disk. So we'll grab the Zork image and drag it onto disk B, and now it's mounted. To confirm this, we'll open the serial terminal, start CPM, change to drive B, and there we have Zork. Unmounting images is equally easy. We just click the eject symbol in the corner of the disk drive. We go to confirmation, which we can reject or accept ejecting the disk from the virtual disk. And now back in the library, you'll see that the Zork image is not grayed out, meaning it's not mounted. Through the library, I've provided the minimal functions required to be able to manage disk images. And they're given by these system tray icons here for downloading a disk image and deleting a disk image. So if we want to copy one of these disk images from the library to our local drive on the machine running the browser, we just grab the disk image. In this case, I'll take the WordStar version 3 disk image and drag it over the download system tray icon. And you'll notice the standard browser download bar appears at the bottom, and we've downloaded that image. If I do a show in Finder, you'll see the WordStar 3.3 disk image has been downloaded into the File Explorer. So let's change to a side-by-side view of the File Explorer and the desktop user interface. We'll zoom back out on the desktop user interface. And we'll have a look at some of the disk management operations beyond downloading an image. If you want to rename a disk image, there's no direct operation for that. It's a matter of downloading it, as we did for WordStar 33. You can then rename the image using your local operating system file management tool, File Explorer, Windows File Explorer, the Mac OS X Finder, for example. Then the operation to take that file and move it back into the disk library is just to drag and drop. And you'll get a confirmation on the desktop UI for uploading the file, and another confirmation when the file upload is complete. So you'll now notice that we've got the WordStar version 3.3 image that we've just renamed. We've got the original one that we previously downloaded. We can mount the new one, test that it's working, and now that we're happy with that new image, we can take the old one and remove it, which is the other function available through the library, which is to take an image that's not currently mounted and simply delete it. You do get a confirmation, which if you click away from, cancels the delete. If you hit the button to confirm, it'll delete that image. So by downloading, renaming locally on the client machine running the browser, and loading it back into the disk library, we've been able to effect a change of name for a disk image. Additionally, of course, if we have found new disk images and downloaded them from somewhere and have them on our local disk, then we can simply transfer them to the library with drag and drop operations. So we should probably mount those two new Zork images and just test that they're working. Certainly looks like Zork 2. And that one certainly looks like Zork 3. You'll notice that all 4 disks that are currently mounted are all grayed out in the library. If hovering over each disk to see the currently mounted image in the disk is a bit tedious for you, if you open the system virtual device and scroll down, we see the current disk map, which shows us which disk images are loaded into which virtual floppy disk drive. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting. If you're enjoying these videos, please consider subscribing so you can be notified when new videos are released, showing other features of the desktop user interface, and when I start to release the forthcoming videos on the assembly instructions for the IMSAI 8080 replica.